A group of workers was digging under the scorching sun. At first, they thought it was just a rock, but as they dug deeper, their tools uncovered something strange. A bundle wrapped in leather, sealed tightly as if guarding something precious. As they unwrapped the leather, they found ancient books, so old the edges of the pages crumbled to the touch. The words within had remained hidden from the world for centuries. These words carried secrets so powerful that some had attempted to permanently erase them from history. These texts weren't like the Bible you've heard of. They conveyed a distinct narrative, concealed literally, to prevent it from altering the perception of faith. A group of people known as the Gnostics existed long ago. They followed Jesus, but they believed something revolutionary, that the divine wasn't somewhere far away in the heavens, but inside every person. They believed salvation wasn't about following strict rules. It was about unlocking the power and wisdom already within you, but not everyone agreed with their ideas. The leaders of the Roman Orthodox Church saw the Gnostics as a threat. Their teachings were dangerous, they thought. If people believed they had power inside themselves, they might stop listening to the Church's authority. The Church silenced many of their followers and burned their books in an attempt to destroy the Gnostic writings. But someone, long ago, must have known how important these teachings were. They concealed them in the desert sands, patiently awaiting their discovery. One of the most incredible texts found in the library was the Gospel of Thomas. It was a collection of 114 secret sayings, words Jesus spoke that held deep, hidden meanings. The Gnostics believed that discovering this power could change you and the world. These teachings are not just historical relics. They speak directly to the heart of human existence. They call on us to look inward, to question what we think we know, and to recognize the divine within ourselves. This statement is not about avoiding physical death, but about transcending the limitations of ordinary existence. It suggests that understanding the deeper truths of life leads to a kind of immortality, an awakening to a higher spiritual reality. For the Gnostics, this meant looking beyond the physical world and connecting with the divine spark within. Verse 2 contains one of this gospel's most intriguing teachings. Let him who seeks continue seeking until he finds. Upon discovering the truth, he will experience distress. When he becomes troubled, he will be astonished, and he will rule over all. This passage describes the journey of self-discovery as a process of transformation. First comes the search, an often uncomfortable and challenging quest for truth. Then, the discovery of deeper truths can be unsettling, as it forces us to confront what we thought we knew. But ultimately, this process leads to enlightenment, empowerment, and a sense of mastery over one's own life. A recurring theme in the Gospel of Thomas is the idea of unity, bringing together conflicting parts of ourselves to achieve balance and harmony. Verse 48 explains, "If two reconcile in this house, they will tell the mountain, 'Move from here,' and it will." Remember to join our community by subscribing to this channel. The two represents the dualities within us, doubt and faith, fear and courage, logic and emotion. The house symbolizes our being. When these opposing forces are reconciled, it creates an incredible power to overcome challenges, symbolized by the moving mountain. This message resonates deeply with modern ideas of mindfulness and emotional intelligence, which emphasize understanding and harmonizing our inner world to live more balanced and effective lives. When you make the two one, you will become the sons of man. And when you say, "Mountain, move away," it will move away. This echoes the same concept, but expands it further, implying that by unifying dualities, both within ourselves and with the world around us, we unlock a deeper potential. It's a message that feels timeless and universal, encouraging us to strive for inner peace to create external change. Another profound saying, verse 77, emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things. I am the light that is above all things. I am all. From me all came forth, and to me all attained. Split a piece of wood, I am there. Lift up the stone, and you will find me there. This statement reminds us that the divine is not distant or confined to specific places of worship, but is present in every aspect of life. It calls us to see the sacred in the ordinary and to recognize our connection to the world and to each other. What makes these teachings from the Gospel of Thomas so extraordinary is how they align with contemporary ideas about personal growth and spiritual exploration. Today, psychologists and spiritual thinkers emphasize the importance of self-awareness, mindfulness, and the connection between our thoughts and the reality we experience. For example, the idea that when you make the two one, you will move mountains parallels the modern understanding of achieving harmony between the conscious and subconscious mind. We can overcome obstacles and achieve goals we once thought impossible when our thoughts and emotions align. Moreover, the emphasis on the divine presence in all things resonates with ecological and holistic philosophies, which stress the importance of recognizing the interconnectedness of all life. When you make the two one, you will become the sons of man, and when you say, "Mountain, move away," it will move away. This idea may sound mystical, but it's fundamentally about balance. The two refers to the dualities we all experience: mind and body, fear and faith, logic and emotion. A person gains clarity and strength when they bring these opposites into harmony. It's as if the turbulence within quiets, allowing us to focus our energy and direct it outward to achieve incredible things. Modern psychology echoes this idea. Concepts like emotional intelligence and self-awareness emphasize understanding and integrating the various parts of ourselves. When we're in emotional conflict or disconnected from our values, it's difficult to make decisions or move forward effectively. However, when inner unity is achieved, it creates a clear path to act decisively and confidently, which can feel as powerful as moving mountains. Here, the house represents our inner self, our mind and heart. The act of making peace is about resolving inner conflicts, silencing doubts, and cultivating a unified sense of purpose. This unity gives rise to intention so focused and clear that it influences the external world. This teaching parallels the modern understanding of the mind's influence on reality. Neuroscience has shown how our beliefs and emotions can shape not only our mental state, but also our physical health and actions. For example, the placebo effect demonstrates the profound power of belief in healing. Similarly, consistent effort and positive intention have demonstrated significant changes in both personal and professional life. The Gnostic texts suggest that this principle extends even further. When we align our internal world, it's not just our personal lives that transform. Our ability to influence the external world becomes limitless. Another extraordinary teaching in the Gospel of Thomas connects inner harmony to an understanding of the divine within all things. Split a piece of wood and I am there. Lift up the stone and you will find me there. This saying reveals the idea that divinity is not something distant or reserved for special places. It is everywhere and in everything. Recognizing this interconnectedness allows us to experience a deeper sense of unity with the world around us. For the Gnostics, this teaching wasn't just about seeing the sacred in nature, it was a call to harmonize with the world. When we recognize the divine presence in all things, we approach life with reverence and purpose. This shift in perception fosters compassion, gratitude, and a sense of belonging, which can ripple outward to improve relationships and communities. In contemporary terms, this teaching aligns with ideas of mindfulness and ecological awareness. By being present in the moment and recognizing our connection to the world, we foster inner peace that naturally influences our external reality. The interplay between our inner state and the outer world is a recurring theme in spiritual teachings, and the Gospel of Thomas emphasizes this dynamic repeatedly. Verse 77 offers another glimpse into this concept. I am the light that is above all things. I am all. From me all came forth, and to me all attained. This statement suggests that everything originates from a source of light, a divine essence that resides within us. By acknowledging this, we align ourselves with the creative force of the universe. This alignment allows us to shape our reality with greater intention and awareness. Research in psychology and physics supports the idea that thoughts and emotions can influence outcomes. In psychology, cognitive behavioral theories show how our mindset affects actions and experiences. Meanwhile, quantum physics explores how the observer can influence outcomes in experiments. Both disciplines hint at the profound connection between the internal and external. Inner harmony isn't just about personal transformation. It has a ripple effect that touches everything and everyone around us. When we reconcile the two within ourselves, as the Gospel of Thomas suggests, it leads to actions and decisions grounded in clarity and compassion. This, in turn, creates a more harmonious environment, fostering positive change in families, workplaces, and even societies. For example, leaders who are emotionally balanced and self-aware can inspire and uplift those they lead. Communities rooted in shared respect and understanding often thrive because they mirror the harmony of their members. The teachings of the Gospel of Thomas challenge us to look inward, align our inner world, and embrace our connection to the divine and the universe. They remind us that the power to shape reality isn't something external, it begins with us. By uniting the conflicting parts of ourselves and fostering inner peace, we can achieve things we once thought impossible. This harmony not only transforms our lives, but ripples outward, changing the world in ways both subtle and profound. The ancient wisdom of these texts offers us a timeless message. The more we cultivate peace and clarity within, the more the world around us begins to reflect that same harmony. It's an invitation to embark on a journey of transformation that starts with a single, powerful truth. Everything begins from within. This teaching turns the conventional idea of searching for God in a temple or sacred space on its head. It proclaims that the divine essence is present in the mundane and the ordinary. Whether it's the grain of wood in a carpenter's hands or the weight of a stone underfoot, the sacred is intertwined with the fabric of everyday life. Are you enjoying the story? Support our channel by clicking the subscribe button. At the time of its writing, this message would have been revolutionary. In a world where spiritual practices often required formal rituals and specific locations, this saying invites people to recognize the divine in every aspect of their existence. It's a call to open our eyes and see holiness not as something distant, but as something deeply woven into the world around us. I am the light that is above all things. I am all. From me all came forth, and to me all attained. This statement captures the essence of interconnectedness. It suggests that all creation originates from the same divine source, and ultimately, everything returns to it. This isn't just a spiritual assertion, it's a philosophical foundation for understanding the unity of life. In modern terms, this idea parallels the interconnectedness explored in science. Ecosystems depend on the delicate balance of their parts, from the smallest microorganisms to the largest predators. Quantum physics further explores how particles are entangled, reacting to changes in each other even across vast distances. These concepts mirror the ancient wisdom that everything is part of a larger whole, connected through an invisible thread of existence. The Gospel of Thomas frequently emphasizes that we don't need to seek the divine far away. It's right here, within, and all around us. This teaching asks us to shift our perspective, to find reverence in the small and the ordinary. For example, consider how this idea plays out in our daily lives. A walk in the forest becomes an encounter with the sacred as we recognize the beauty and complexity of the natural world. A conversation with a loved one takes on new meaning when we acknowledge the divine within them too. This perspective has profound implications for how we treat each other and the planet. When we see everything as connected to the divine, we're more likely to approach life with compassion and care. This interconnected view fosters a sense of responsibility, urging us to protect and nurture all that surrounds us. The idea of divine omnipresence also resonates with contemporary spiritual practices and philosophies. Many mindfulness and meditation traditions emphasize the importance of being present and finding peace in the moment. These practices teach us to see the extraordinary in the ordinary, to feel connected to something greater by simply observing a leaf, listening to the wind, or breathing deeply. This teaching from the Gospel of Thomas aligns seamlessly with such modern ideas, offering a timeless reminder that we don't need to wait for enlightenment or search endlessly for answers. The sacred is already here, within reach, in every moment. The recognition of divine interconnectedness is more than just a spiritual concept. It's a guide for living. By embracing this perspective, we can cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and belonging. Here's how this principle applies in everyday life. Seeing the divine in others encourages empathy and kindness. Instead of focusing on differences, we learn to appreciate the shared essence that connects us all. Recognizing the sacred in the environment fosters stewardship and respect for the earth. When we see the divine in the natural world, conservation becomes not just a responsibility, but an act of reverence. By acknowledging the divine within ourselves, we cultivate self-respect and inner peace. This realization empowers us to overcome self-doubt and embrace our full potential. At the heart of these teachings lies a powerful truth. The answers we seek are not hidden in distant places or reserved for a select few. They are already within us. When Jesus said, "Whoever finds the interpretation of these sayings will not taste death," he was offering a profound promise of spiritual awakening. Understanding these truths is not about avoiding the end of life, but about transcending fear, doubt, and limitation. It is about living fully in the present with a sense of purpose and clarity. If this exploration has inspired or resonated with you, consider supporting us by clicking the Super Thanks button below. Your contribution is helping us continue uncovering these ancient teachings, creating content that informs, inspires, and empowers. This journey of self-discovery, as described in the ancient texts, is not easy. It requires us to confront the uncertainties and contradictions within ourselves. It asks us to harmonize the dualities of our nature and embrace the interconnectedness of all life. But the reward is a deeper sense of peace, empowerment, and belonging, qualities that can transform not only our personal lives, but the world we share. The teachings remind us that the universe is not a random collection of events and objects. It is a unified, living web of relationships. When Jesus said, "Split a piece of wood, and I am there," he revealed a reality where everything is sacred. From the smallest leaf to the vast expanse of the sky, the divine is ever present, inviting us to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. This perspective changes how we live. We begin to treat others with greater compassion, understanding that we are all part of the same interconnected whole. We care for the earth, knowing that it is not merely a resource but a sacred space filled with life and meaning. And we approach our own struggles with a sense of hope, knowing that even the hardest challenges are opportunities to grow and align with the divine essence within us. The wisdom of the Gospel of Thomas is not meant to be passively admired. It is a call to action. It challenges us to live consciously, to seek truth relentlessly, and to embrace the transformative power of self-awareness. The message is clear. Our thoughts, beliefs, and actions shape the reality we experience. The rediscovery of these ancient teachings is not just an academic achievement. It's a profound opportunity to reimagine how we live. They invite us to shift our perspective from one of separation to one of unity, from scarcity to abundance, from fear to love. The challenge is before us, to see the divine in ourselves, in others, and in the world around us. We must live with intention, kindness, and an open heart. Recognizing the sacred is not a quest, but a realization. The lost knowledge of Jesus isn't lost at all. It has been waiting for you to discover it, to embody it, and to share its light with the world. What will you do with this newfound understanding? How will it shape your life and the lives of those around you? The choice is yours, and the journey begins now. Thanks for watching. Join our community by subscribing to this channel. Until the next video.